Hey, David, do you believe that the number of seats in the House of Representatives should be expanded? This came up on a recent YouTube live stream that I did. And my answer is basically yes, I do. Right now, each House seat represents about 750,000 people. And there have been 435 seats in the House of Representatives dating all the way back to the late 20s, I believe 1929. And obviously, the population of the United States has grown hugely. I think it's almost three times bigger today than it was back in 1929, maybe even more. I'm now just going by rough numbers. But the point is, each congressional district used to include way fewer people than it does today. And if we wanted to keep the same proportional representation that we had in 1929 today, we should grow the House of Representatives to somewhere between 1,100 and 1,200 members. Okay, we have 435. And what you have to understand when you think about this issue is that this runs directly counter to the interests of those who are already in the House of Representatives. What I mean by that is, if you got elected to the House of Representatives and you currently represent 750,000 people, and you are one out of 435, why would you want to see your power diminished by expanding the number of seats in the House of Representatives? Because what you would effectively be doing is you would reduce the number of people that you represent by reducing the number of people in each congressional district, and you would be voting to make yourself not one out of 435. You make yourself one out of 1,000 or one out of 1,200, and most of the elected officials aren't going to want to reduce their own power. It's just not something most people want to do. It's similar to campaign finance reform. And I've talked about this before. When we ask our elected officials to change the campaign finance system, yes, some of them say, I want to do it and I would vote for it and I'll do it. And I guess we believe them when they say that. But if you were elected to begin with a particular campaign finance system, many of those people are not going to want to take apart the system that got them elected to begin with. Now, there are people who are thinking this through a little bit more critically, and they realize that if we change the entire system, everybody benefits, and maybe their party actually benefits more. I would argue that Democrats would benefit more from reforms to the campaign finance system than Republicans. And that's when you can actually get some sort of partisan agreement, right? The reason that you would see significant support for expanding the number of seats in the House of Representatives would be if one party determines that it would be good for them. I believe that it would be better for Democrats. Democrats would benefit more when you expand the number of seats. You shrink the advantage of the Electoral College for Republicans. Currently, that favors Republicans. And there are other sort of more micro ways that I believe it would benefit Democrats. But to make a long story short, yes, we absolutely should expand the number of seats in the House of Representatives. Good luck doing it. Significant opposition would be seen, definitely from Republicans, maybe even from centrist Democrats as well. So I don't know that I see it happening anytime soon, although I would love it. If you disagree with me, let me know. I want to know why. Why should we not expand the number of seats in the House of Representatives? It used to expand with population, and it is not since 1929. What's so special and perfect about 435? We've got a great bonus show for you today. Become a member or a patron to get instant access to the bonus show.